Well, hey friends, and welcome. Let's spend a cozy autumn evening together. And after wrapping up my workday, I'm typically looking for some easy ways to de-stress, to relax, just to mentally switch off. One of my favorite ways to do that is to spend some time outdoors, just appreciating and taking in my surroundings. So I just grabbed my water and keys and went for a walk. And there is just nothing quite like the beauty and the stillness of nature to help calm and quiet your soul. But upon arriving back home, I took the opportunity to change into some comfy clothing, putting on this cozy cashmere set that would keep me warm and snuggly as I enjoyed just a chill evening in. Then it was time to prepare dinner, and I am all about just setting the mood as I cook. So I poured myself this carrot and ginger kombucha, which was super tasty. Then I also got out a candle, lighting it with a match, of course, just for that extra cozy factor. And for dinner on this evening, I was really just craving something that would be warm and hearty, but still very easy to make. So I decided to make just a very quick autumnal salad using a recipe that I found recently, along with this butternut squash mac and cheese that I recently picked up from Trader Joe's. Had a few friends recommend it to me, and it sounded really good. So I just preheated my oven and popped that in. Then for the salad, I find that during the fall especially, I always find myself craving salads filled with seasonal flavors. So using arugula as a base, I just added in some cranberries, pecans, and one of the apples that I recently picked up when we went apple picking. Then I also added just a bit of goat cheese to the salad and made a homemade dressing using olive oil, apple cider vinegar, a bit of maple syrup, mustard, salt, and pepper. I just combined all those ingredients in a container, shaking it to combine. And for the final touch, I added in just a bit of roasted butternut squash that I had on hand, mixed up the salad, and then finally added in the dressing. Then especially with pre-made meals like this, I find that the extras you add make all the difference. So I just topped my mac and cheese with a bit of grated Parmesan and pepper. Then it was time to enjoy some delicious food, so I just popped on a bit of music. I've been loving this autumn acoustic playlist recently, and this dinner honestly was just so delicious. The salad paired perfectly with the mac and cheese, and I loved the addition of the Parmesan, the pepper to the main dish. The kombucha too was amazing, so this is a meal that I just really enjoyed. And after doing just a quick tidy up of my dishes, leftover food, I popped on my kettle to boil some water for a tea. This is really just one of my favorite small luxuries during the colder months. I love preparing myself a beautiful caffeine-free tea to enjoy as the evening progresses. Once my tea had finished steeping, I just made my favorite cinnamon rooibos blend. I brought it over to the couch to sip on while snuggled up with a good book. The fall really is the ideal time for a good cozy mystery, you know, the kind that leaves you intrigued but that isn't too scary. I'd heard really good things about this one, in particular the guest list, so when it became available at our local library, I made sure to borrow a copy. I was just beginning the read on this day, but the story itself is a real page-turner. I'm excited to come back to it. But after reading through a few chapters, I put the book away for the moment, returned my tea mug to the sink, and then got out my most recent little art project. I've been learning to crochet recently, and I came across the sweetest little DIY crochet pumpkin project, so I decided to give that a go while watching an episode of Gilmore Girls, which is a show that honestly I don't know how I never watched before, but it seems like just the go-to autumnal show. So this year I decided to give it a watch, and it really is just so fun. I've been loving just all of the seasonal vibes, so I just popped on an episode of that while I worked on my pumpkin project. And after my episode finished, I was getting pretty sleepy, so I decided to get ready for bed. I just spent a couple of minutes resetting my space, making sure everything was neat and tidy for the following morning. Then I just brushed my teeth and did a bit of skincare before crawling into bed. For the past couple of months, my skincare routine has been just incredibly simple. I'll begin just with removing any makeup that I'm wearing, and then apply just a bit of moisturizer. I like using a night cream just to nourish my skin. Then after that, I was off to bed. I typically go to sleep between 10:30 and 11 p.m. each night. So that is my little evening routine, and I really hope that you enjoyed just spending some time with me tonight. Now, I would love to know, what does your nighttime routine look like? I would love to hear about it. And as always, don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, friends, I'm wishing you all a good night and sweet dreams.